Meetings
people
Act
in
does
the
not
town.
require
We
that.
allowed a couple of people that's not even in the township, we allowed it anyway, and that's why we do that.
That's not under your jurisdiction to allow people to speak. You're not allowed to
Okay.
keep people from speaking in the public
Your 3
forum.
minutes is
Open
running,
Minute
ma'am.
Act.
Go right ahead.
I would just like to say, before I get into any of the other things, I don't have my phone to read off of it, but Kester's letter said specifically that the Township Association conference you went to last winter, which we had just heard about, is upcoming. And Jacob did tell me in an email and said here, he's a regular speaker he's involved in. We asked that at the last meeting about what was happening in Columbus and who said what. And Jacob wasn't mentioned at all. And neither was Matt Hireman. And we've been down to the Lucas County Commissioners meeting. We had, there's public videos on YouTube showing Matt Hireman saying, number one, that the ordinance that you use, the zoning resolution, the text amendment, could we pick a language and use it instead of using different terms, land use, comprehensive plan, zoning text amendment, zoning resolution, what is it? Because that is a confusion technique, because a lot of people can't follow everything that's going on because they're not in it day to day. And so then it's like, well, what thing are we talking about here? But Matt Hireman said, our zoning resolution came from Oregon. That's not what your letter said. Your letter didn't say anything about Oregon. So did you know it came from Oregon? Like the exact ordinance. I printed from your website the 2024 revision and the 2025 revision. I only did a cursory glance, but as I went through, there were no changes. You didn't make any changes as a board to the zoning resolution you were presented with. You just accepted it as it was. There were no changes. And Spencer Township is not special or unique at all. We can just take Oregon's zoning resolution and just put it right into Spencer Township with no changes or revisions or research. You know, this is what we were talking about. Jacob said in his email to me, he's not an advocate for data centers. But he says he studied them for years. You have no personal concerns, Jacob? Can I ask that?
I have concerns, yeah, sure.
Okay, I would like to know what those are afterwards. The other thing is that I will be submitting for FOIA. I received your email, Dawn. There was no attachment. The attachment just had a basic PDF that showed when all the meetings were for the township. There was no information or data in that email. And I didn't see it, it was lost in some other emails, so I didn't see it until just yesterday, and I figured I'd just talk to you today about it, but I can show you the email, there's nothing attached to it. So I need that information, including what Paul had mentioned, the proof of the publications for the public hearing for that zoning resolution. The hearing is not in the minutes. There's no vote in the minutes. I need a copy of the land use plan, and I will be submitting a FOIA for anything that has to do with our township related to Jacob Barnes. I would like any copy of his compensation, his reimbursements, his expense reports, and any and all emails or texts if he uses a township phone to Matt Hireman. So I would like those specifically. And I have some other questions afterwards. Thank you so much.
Thank you.